Hi there, Stampers. It's Jen Pitta with By the Shore Stamping. I just wanted to come to you today with a Wednesday video, actually, instead of a Tuesday video. I'm a little behind. We had a fabulous Cape Cod Creative Escape this past weekend, and a very busy week this week, so I just didn't get the video done yesterday. But those of you that were at Cape Cod Creative Escape, we made a really fun box as one of our make and takes. This box was not designed by me. It was actually a fabulous creation that I saw by Ronda Wade, one of my friends and a fellow demonstrator. And I loved it so much that I wanted to share it with the girls at Cape Cod Creative Escape, and we used it as one of our make and takes. But I promised them a video and some directions for that, so I'm giving you the video here, and if you're on my email list, I will include the PDF instructions of this as well, so you can print it out and save it. So if you're not on my list, you can email me at jenpitta at comcast.net. It's JENPITTA at comcast.net, and I can email those over to you. And be sure to join my email list because you'll receive those kinds of things automatically. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. And I'm doing this off the top of my head because I forgot to bring over the measurements, but I'm hoping that I've done this enough times over the weekend that I can remember it off the top of my head. So in general, you're going to basically do your spacing 2 3/4 apart all the way across this first side. So you're going to start at 2 3/4. So I'm going to just go ahead and pull that down just a little bit so you can see it. I'm going to start at 2 3/4, and I'm just going to score all the way down my 12 by 12 paper. You want to start with a 12 by 12 paper. I am using the Sweet Soiree Designer Series paper, which is in the 2018 Occasions catalog. It's beautiful paper. It is, as far as I know, still available, but I don't know for how much longer. So you'll definitely want to grab some of that if you like it. It's all beautiful, and it's thicker, so it makes great boxes. The next measurement I'm doing is 5 1/2. So I'm going to go ahead and do 5 1/2. So we did 2 3/4, 5 1/2, 8 1/4, and 11. And whoops, 11. Okay. So now we're going to switch to the side. So I just turned it once. So this is the side that I had originally scored on. I'm going to turn it once and stick it right up the top here again. Now, this first measurement that we're going to do is actually going to create the bottom flaps. So if you're doing a design that you want to be facing in the right, like, so if I should have done the cake one. There's cakes that are facing down, up. You'd want the image to be facing the bottom of it this way, so the bottom would be up against this back edge. So for instance, the birthday memories paper, a lot of the girls were doing that this weekend, and the little critters were walking across the paper. They would be walking here, the grass would be here, so this would be the bottom edge of your box. So we're going to score at 2 1/2 here. So that's going to make eventually our bottom flaps on the box. So you just want whatever you want on the bottom to be that first one. And then over here, the 11-inch mark is the second score on this side, and that's going to be the fold-over piece at the top of the box. And I probably should have showed you the box before I started putting it together, but you'll see it in a second. The box is actually on the other side of the room, so it's just easier for me to show it to you this way. So let's go through those measurements again. We have 2 3/4. Why is that not? Oh, because I did it this way. 2 3/4, 5 1/2, 8 1/4, and 11 on this side. And you're going to turn it, and you're going to do 2 1/2 and 11. Okay, and then that's all the scoring you need to do. And now we're going to do the box. Now this is the part that gets tricky because you have a 1-inch strip here and a 1-inch strip here. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that your 2 3/4 inch squares are along the bottom. You should have, and I don't know if you can see it because of the pattern. I don't think it'll be better on this side, no, because it's even busier. But you should have, right here, is one little itty bitty tab there. It's a long tab. There's another tab at the top that looks like this, a little bitty square. So you want to make sure that the one with the long tab is facing you. That one with the little bitty square at the top, that's going to be the piece that you fold down, okay? And that's going to be the top of your box. For now, I'm going to go ahead and fold all of these just to kind of get them nice and creased so that you'll be able to create your box easily once we've got it put together. So, and I'm not using a bone folder or anything for this. I'm just going forward and then again backwards just to reinforce the folds. And we'll do this one and this one. Okay, so actually you want the paper that you want to show on the outside of the box, you want that facing forward. So we're going to put this as the outside of the box. So I'm actually going to fold this down this way. So that means this will be the border around the top of the box and this will be the box pattern. So you could do it either way. Let's go ahead. We're going to grab some, I'm using Fast Fuse because this is a nice sturdy tape, so it will hold this box together nicely. If you don't have Fast Fuse, I would recommend something that's pretty sturdy, particularly if you're going to put anything heavy in the box. So your tear and tape adhesive would be great, your liquid Tombow would be good. Or the Fast Fuse if you have that. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut up to the score line. And we're going to just chop this little guy right off. So that one, done. Gone, okay? So that's the bottom of the box that we're working on. These are going to become our flaps. So we're going to snip from the bottom to the score line. Bottom to the score line. And bottom to the score line. So now you can see I have my flaps for the bottom of my box, okay? I'm going to fold them back this way because that's the way we're going to need them to go eventually. Now, to get this to close, I'm going to fold over this little tab right here, okay? And we're going to, so I have the box so that the pattern I want showing outside is facing the table, and we fold over this one little 1-inch tab, and you're going to put the adhesive on this strip right here. So you're putting it on the pattern that is showing outside, but I will show you in a second what we're going to do. So now, because it's really hard to kind of tape a box together when it's all in the shape of a box, it's hard to kind of get everything lined up. If you put it flat on your table like this and then fold this directly in half, it should line up with the edge perfectly. And then you can just seal it shut. And now, you fold it back the other way, and you get your little box. See that? See, it's a long little box. Okay. So now we just need to handle the bottom of the box. So we have these flaps on the bottom. I don't know if you can see them. So there's my 4 little flaps. And I'm going to put some heavy-duty adhesive on 1, 2, 3 of the flaps. This one is going to be the bottom of the box. So you don't want to put adhesive on that. So you're just going to put any 3, you'll put the adhesive, and then the last, the one that you don't put adhesive on will be the one you fold over last. So let's go ahead and show you what I mean. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put adhesive on all 3 of these. Now keep in mind that you don't want to put adhesive too close to this edge of the box. You want to kind of keep it in the middle here and then on the edge, because otherwise the tape will show and it will remain sticky on the bottom, and you don't want that. So we're kind of putting a strip of tape in the middle of the flap, and I don't know if you can see that very well on the camera because I can't see it, and then on the outer edge of the flap. How many did I do? I did 3. Okay, so now you're going to flip the box over. You're going to fold this side, so this has sticky on it. You're going to fold this side. It also has sticky on it. And I'm going to fold this side, which also has sticky on it. And then I'm going to fold this last side over. And this side does not have sticky on it because we did not put any on there. Then I'm just going to stick my hand inside the box and make sure it's fully adhered on the bottom. And then you have your cute little box. So for the Creative Escape one, we tied ribbon around the middle, and we added a little Best Day Ever tab, or tag to it from our Petal Passion Memories of More pack. We punched it out with the 1 3/8-inch circle punch, and then we inked it with our Rich Razzleberry blend, and we popped it on with dimensionals. So that was the simple instructions for this cute little box. These make great boxes. We were brainstorming all weekend, but they'd be great for some like Bath and Body lotions or soaps would be really nice in here. The soap dispensers. We also were brainstorming some of the little wine bottles would be cute. You could make a little paper vase for, you know, fake flowers or for real flowers, but of course you can't water them. So depending on, you know, how long you want them to last. You could also put like a tower of homemade cookies in here. You could do, you know, any assortment of things, little nips in a little packaged up in here. So you could do all sorts of really fun stuff to present some cute little gifts with this box. So I hope that helps you have some creativity in your gift packaging. And thank you so much for those of you that attended Cape Cod Creative Escape this weekend. We had a fabulous time, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again in the fall. And if you'd like to know when I'm hosting my next Cape Cod Creative Escape, be sure to join my email list, and that will get you on the list for notification when registration opens and for all the details. You can go to buytheshorestamping.com and sign up for the e-newsletter list there to get the information. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.